I see only the past. You see only the past. What's good, fam? We made it to lesson 7, day 7 of A Course in Miracles. And honestly, if you want my opinion, this is like the lesson that, whoa, blew my mind away. So today we're going to be mind blown. It's going to be fun, and we are going to understand why we see only the past. And whenever we understand this, now can we begin to see what is truly happening right now in this instant. Now, it's going to talk more about it, but a large deal of A Course in Miracles talks about how you see only the past. You don't really see what's happening right now in this instant where only love and light abides. This instant right now, that is the intersection of the past and the future right now in this moment. This is where heaven is. This is where that place that everyone is searching for is, whether that they're searching for it in material objects, cars, houses, relationships, that the only reason why anyone wants anything is because they believe they will feel better in the having of it. But you don't have to wait until you attain that thing in order to feel better. That emotion is right here and right now. Now, like usual, we are going to dive into the lesson. It's a pretty short lesson, but it's very powerful, very packed. We're going to read that together. We're going to apply it together and discuss what we applied and learned, like usual, what we read. And yes, may we never be the same. So you already know what to do. Open your book to lesson 7. If you don't got the book, what are you doing? I'm just playing. For real though. But like, the description has the PDF, so open the PDF and let's go ahead and read lesson 7 and be mind blown. Lesson 7. I see only the past. This idea is particularly difficult to believe at first, yet it is the rationale for all of the preceding ones. It is the reason why nothing that you see means anything. It is the reason why you have given everything you see all the meaning it has for you. It is the reason why you do not understand anything you see. It is the reason why your thoughts do not mean anything and why they are like the things you see. It is the reason why you are never upset for the reason you think. It is the reason why you are upset because you see something that is not there. Old ideas, and by the way, if you're tuning in for the first time, these were all the previous lessons. So 1 through 6, and now we're reading 7, and 7 is the reason why all of those are true. Now let's continue. Old ideas about time are very difficult to change because everything you believe is rooted in time and depends on you. You're not learning these new ideas about it. Yet, that is precisely why you need new ideas about time. This first time idea is not really so strange as it may sound at first. Look at a cup, for example. Do you see a cup, or are you merely reviewing your past experiences of picking up a cup, being thirsty, drinking from a cup, filling the rim of a cup against your lips, having breakfast, and so on? Are not your aesthetic reactions to the cup too based on past experiences? How else would you know whether or not this kind of cup will break if you drop it? What do you know about this cup except for what you learned in the past? You would have no idea what this cup is except for your past learning. Do you then really see it? Look about you. This is equally true for whatever you look at. Acknowledge this by applying the idea for today indiscriminately to whatever catches your eye. For example, I see only the past in this pencil. I see only the past in this shoe. I was going to pick up a shoe, but I don't got a shoe. I see only the past in this hand. I see only the past in this body. I see only the past in this face. Do not linger over any one thing in particular, but remember to omit nothing specifically. Glance briefly at each subject and then move on to the next. 3 or 4 practice periods, each to last a minute or so, will be enough. Wow. Now, this lesson is a big one, and it may be very hard to believe at first, but it is very true. We see only the past. We wouldn't have no clue what anything means if it wasn't for past experiences, because remember, they mean nothing. We have given everything we see all the meaning it has for us. Now let's go ahead and apply this lesson today together. I'm gonna do what I see in my environment. You could look around you and see what you see at the same time, or pause and again do this after, because we are looking at about 3 or 4 practice periods for today. But let's go ahead and apply this, all right? I see only the past in this highlighter. I see only the past in this charger. I see only the past in this water bottle. I see only the past in this speaker. Now, before we continue, all of these things that we are mentioning are very repetitive, and that's the entire purpose, like we talked about before. Repetition is what is going to help us learn this new thought system, which is our natural thought system, and remove what we've learned through repetition our whole life about fear and anger and depression and jealousy and all that just unnecessary stuff. It's so unnecessary. We don't need any of that. It's just slowing us down from who we really are. It's just prolonging our journey, if we could call that a journey, to getting to our natural state of mind. Now, I mentioned before that there's no journey to take. It happens right now in this moment, but that's pretty hard for us to get to if we're seeing the past and everything. Now let's continue and we'll talk more about this, all right? This is a good example right here. I see only the past in this champagne glass. Now, let me tell you why I even have a champagne glass right now. I got this cup because I see only the past in it. Whenever you see that type of glass, I've had that thing for a minute, by the way. But when you see, or for me, for example, I'm gonna use me as an example. Whenever I see a champagne glass like this, it reminds me of success. It reminds me of accomplishment. It reminds me of a high frequency. You just look at this and look at its shape. You see its beauty, it's how it's sculpted. That's what it makes me feel like right now. I feel like a king right now with this in my hand. But remember, this does not mean anything. This does not mean anything. And I have given it all the meaning that it has for me. So based off of all my past experience of seeing movies and real life experiences and seeing and observing people and being in those experiences and those environments and seeing these around success, I have learned to identify and tie the two, this glass and success, together. So when I see it, that's what I picture. And it really doesn't mean none of that. This is pointless. It's dust, and it's going to turn to dust one day because it's just physical. Anything physical is not eternal, because that is just, it's going to degrade one day. Everything are these bodies, but who we really are is eternal, because we are love and light within these bodies. So although your body perishes, you will never be diminished. You cannot be destroyed, because you are eternal, you are love, you are light, you are infinite, you are omnipresent, you are secure, you are all of these amazing attributes, because so is God, and God creates like himself, meaning God created us and he can't create what he is not, meaning we are made in the likeness and image of God. Whatever you want to call that, just know that me and you share the same higher power, the same source, and we are a reflection of that here in these bodies. And we are here to remind each other of that reflection of who we really are and live joyously experiencing this experience together. That's why it's so good that we're doing this repetitious work together, because as we unlearn all of the past that we have made, we get to give it a new meaning, its true meaning, which is love and light. And whenever you see everyone and everything in this world as it really is, which is love and light, oh my goodness, it's just the greatest thing in this world. Relationships will prosper. You will feel so much better all day, every day. You will understand that you don't need to put up no walls or barriers to protect yourself, because there's nothing to be protected from, because you are safe because of who you are and what you are. It's just such a good experience. So me knowing that nothing I see means anything because of the lessons, drinking out of this, because I know that I have a past experience tied to it of one of a high frequency and success. I did that on purpose because it makes me feel like I'm there. Therefore, I'm there right now in this moment. And that's all that really matters, because right now is the only time that there is. The past is no longer. And anything from the past that was fear never happened at all. And everything from the past that is love is still there, and it's happening now, because love is all there is. This book explains that in depth, and I'm doing my best to convey that message from what I understand. But oh my goodness, we're only reading the lessons right now. I may just read the text with you too, so we could understand this together on a deeper level. But for the meantime, if you want to go in the text and read it and understand what I understand and what we understand right now, oh my gosh, you will be mind blown. When you know what we just talked about that glass, you could understand, okay, well, because I have certain associations and belief tied to this picture about success, or this picture about love, or this cup about accomplishment, or this material thing that doesn't mean anything, but because I have given it the meaning of this state of being that I would like to embody, I'm going to bring those things in my environment. So instead of looking at a environment that is unpleasing and unpleasant to look at, I'm the one who's in control here, and I'm going to bring things like art in this room that will help me see something that I associate success with, and therefore see a reflection of who I really am, because me and you have the ability to do that. We can change our environments. Our environment is the way it is because of who we think we are. But whenever it only is whenever you know who you truly are, that your environment starts to reflect that. So this is why this lesson is so powerful. We see only the past, and I'm gonna just discuss some of the further lessons right now. I kind of don't want to give a spoiler, but it's gonna still be good when we get to that point. But I just want to say that the further and further we go, it's going to talk about how experiences you've had in the past with certain people, let's just say a friend or a family member or an enemy or whoever that you may hold a grievance against or grudge against, or somebody who has did you just so wrong, somebody who did you so dirty, by you actually holding on to that grievance and holding on to that anger within you is only hurting yourself, because you're the one who is living with it, not them. And they may be too, but that's irrelevant because we're talking about you here. And as long as you are living with that grievance and that anger inside of you, you are not seeing them for who they truly are, which is love and light, because they were created by the same creator that created you. But not only can you not see who they really are in that moment, but you're blind to it yourself, because if you can't see it in them, you definitely can't see it in yourself. And whenever you see it in yourself, you see it in everyone else. So if you are having people pop in your mind right now, check this out. This past minute of me going on about people who did us wrong, you have most likely had some people pop in your mind who have done you dirty, and who you have perceived to have done you dirty, whatever it may be. Those people that popped up, that's them. Don't avoid it. Don't try to look for other people. Those people are your key to becoming woke. They are your key. And the answer, and I know you don't want to hear this, maybe because I didn't want to hear this, but you must forgive them. You have to forgive them truthfully. You don't have to go to their face and tell them, but all it takes is just some quiet time. Close your eyes and pretend like they're in front of you right there and right now, and tell them what you need to tell them. Tell them that you really believe that they hurt you in that moment with whatever they did, and you were really angry at them, but you're choosing to let them go now because you know who you are and you know who they are for them, and you know that they wouldn't have done that thing to you if they knew who they were in that moment. So it was all just a misunderstanding. They seen only the past in you in that moment that they did you wrong. You seen only the past in them in that moment that you did them wrong or they did you wrong. And you guys have been perceiving something that has not been there, and it's holding both of you guys out of alignment and unnaturally away from who you really are. And that's what you're going to tell that person in your meditation, if you want to call it that. I forgive you. Say it. Let them go. Let them free, and let yourself free from that chain that you have shackled yourself with, because it's always us. You are shackling yourself with chains to everyone and everything that has that you have not forgiven. And I'm speaking to you like I would speak to me. I am doing that right now. If there's people that I haven't forgiven yet within, which is very few compared to the past before I didn't forgive anybody, but now it's very few to little to none. And it feels great because now nobody could affect me. Nobody could push my buttons because I have no buttons to push. And that's the point where we're getting at. We want to get to the point of enlightenment of you can't touch me. There's nothing you could do or say or think about me that will take me out of my natural state of being, because I understand that whenever you're trying to do something to me, you're just asleep to who you are in that moment, and I'm going to show you some compassion, and we are going to I it stops with me basically. Be such a pure light to yourself, for yourself, that others have no other option but to see that, and you will no longer attract any altercations or anything that will get you thrown off balance, because nothing can throw you off balance. That's how protected you are right now. Although there's nothing to be protected from, that is just who you are. You are safe, you are sound, you are calm, you are joyous, you are happy, you are free. There is nothing holding you back from being, doing, and having whatever it is that you desire in this world. And that's such a great place to be at, and that's all happening right now in this instant for everybody. But because of this powerful tool of ours that we're always talking about, our mind, we may be able to, we may perceive fear, perceive something that is not there, and in that moment we are hallucinating. Um, that's literally the definition of hallucinating, seeing something that is not there. And whenever we remove all of the junk that we've learned since we grew up in this world and replace it with who we really are, everything will work out in your favor. And I could keep repeating that over and over because it does require some repetition in order to really remember that is what is happening right now. Although what is going on in your life may appear so chaotic, it may appear so fearful, so unwanted, so annoying, so whatever whatever form of fear may take place, remember, they are all equally upsetting to your peace of mind. They're all equally disturbing to your peace of mind. They're equally disturbing to my peace of mind. And because I know who and what I am choosing to let all of that go because it is needless. It is unnecessary. It serves no purpose. And my function is happiness. And whenever I'm not feeling happiness, I have done something with this mind of mine to perceive something that is not there, because happiness is my natural state of being. So I know we went a little longer on this one, but you see how passionate that we could get about this whenever we know the truth about this world that we live in. It's such an exciting thing, but until then, it's going to be some work that you have to do on your own time, work that I got to do on my own time. But just know that I'm always here whenever you need me. Cut this on again and let all of my light be absorbed by you, and know that I see the light in you for you, and now you can see the light in others for them and let them free as well by forgiving them and letting yourself be unshackled from the chains that you laid upon yourself. This was such a great time that we spent together. Until lesson 8, we will see each other then.